Hey YouTube, how's it going? Buster here, Adventure Biker, back with another live. And this live's quite busy, so we'll start bringing in everybody who's in the live. We'll start with, hi Chictor, how you doing? You alright?
Alright, how you doing?
We've also got Scottish Biker Abroad.
Alright, how's everybody doing?
We've got Alan Takadal.
Evening.
And we've also got Paul, is it Old Man on a Bike? Is that what it is?
Old man on a bike.
No, Old Man on the Bandit.
Old Man on the
Hello,
Bandit.
everybody.
So, what we'll do is we'll do our normal. We'll do a wee check-in. So, Chukta, what have you been up to last month and what have you got planned for the up-and-coming month?
Well, I've not been out very much. It's been a bit bloody hot, and of course it's the school holidays, so my son's off and my wife's also off, so it's family stuff quite a lot, so I've not been out much. What I am planning to do, I've got a couple of things to do. You and me are going to Glencoe still. Are we still going?
Yep.
I've got my bike's to go in to get a service because we're going to the Gibraltar trip.
Yep.
So I'll have to go and get an oil change and a check-up on that. And I've made a decision on my tyres, which I'll tell you about later.
Oh, good. So, Scottish Biker Abroad, what have you been up to? And what are you going to be getting up to in the up-and-coming month?
What have I been up to? I've not been out that much either since we come back for the ABR. Couple of wee runs round the block. I've got a trip planned for tomorrow.
Ooh.
I'm going to go to Xanten. It's a village in Germany that's originally still got a Roman wall around it and all that kind of stuff. So, going to go and do that tomorrow.
Oh, good stuff.
Cool.
On the bike, or are you going?
On the bike. On the bike.
Just in case you'll take your wife with you, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Takadal, what have you been up to and what you going to be getting up to?
Well, I'm not long back from my Hollybobs. A cruise and stay round the Med in Spain. That was good. I've been out a couple of times on the bike since I've been back, but like pretty much like Gary, just tootling about just to get out really. What have I got coming up? I've got a few weekends away, visiting friends mainly, but taking the bike for a change. So down south of Birmingham, then up to near Stirling, and then St Andrews at the end of August. So that's about it for me.
Paul, you can add into this one, but have you been up to and what have you getting planned for the up and coming month?
Not been up to much really. Been out local runs around my local area, Yorkshire Dales. Was up in the Lake District last Monday. I always get the passes wrong. It's not Kirkstone.
Kirkstone,
The
yeah.
Easy Pass anyway. I went over the Easy Pass down to Patterdale and Glenridding, and then up back through the Yorkshire Dales. Been at the unit fixing people's broken bikes.
Happy days.
Anything planned for next month, particularly, Paul?
Just much the same. Just get out the bike
We're the
as much as I can. Yeah, I'm out every weekend, and just get out there and put the miles on it.
Sure, yeah. It's the weather's turned here, so we had a couple of weeks of really good weather, but by the looks of it, the weather's turned. So back to normal, miserable Scottish weather.
It's the rain's warmer. That's all we can say.
So it's like being in a shower, isn't it?
It's usual weather for up Scotland, isn't it? It's either cold rain or warm rain.
That's
Yep.
it.
Pretty much it. Aye.
It just depends on
Still
what direction it comes from as well.
Yeah. We've still got the good weather down here at the minute, though. It's still dry and got a lot of wildfires around the local area. The moors are on fire around where we are, around Darwin. They've had fires around there. So it's still very dry around here.
Yeah, they could do with the rain, couldn't they?
Yeah.
I think we had a wee bit of a wildfire, didn't we? But it was last week or something. Can't remember where it was. Was it up at Arthur's Seat or something, was it?
Arthur's Seat, there was up, and there was further north as well. I can't remember where they all were, but it's just so dry that it really takes nothing. I mean, it could be anything from a a shard of glass sets it off to a back end or something like that. I mean, it wouldn't take much because it is up.
Well, the ones round here, they were saying kids were lighting barbecues and they've been arrested for arson and all this type of stuff. It's just stupidity to, to
Yeah,
go out there and do that. It's terrible.
yeah.
Definitely. Right, so Trictor's normally the one with the questions.
Aye,
So-
well, who wants to start then?
I'm a lazy bastard. I don't like doing questions.
It's all right. I'm not going to ask you anything anyway, so it's fine.
Yeah, good up you. Be up to the kittens.
So we'll go to Alan first. Alan, as in Tarkadal Alan. Sorry, we'll go with names. So you're
Okay.
back for your holidays, you jammy git.
Yes.
You've not got any more of a suntan than the rest of us, I don't think.
No, still as white as I went away. In fact,
I actually think you came back whiter.
the factor 1 billion works a treat.
But you've still got a goodie bag to pick up for me.
Yes. Yeah.
I'll need to come and meet you for that because I found it again in the garage. So
I forgot all
I
about
was tidying up. So
We
I-
usually
behind,
take those
was that
6
behind
months
the
to
tractor? Did you find it behind the tractor?
so you said you were doing a couple of trips up to see your pals and things like that. Did you ever make a decision as to whether you fancy coming to Glencoe with us?
I did not. I completely forgot, actually. When was that again?
When are we going, Alan?
Don't know. Wait now. I'll tell
Well,
you.
it can't be the end of next week because my wife's away, so I've got the boy. It'll need to be maybe the start of the week after that.
Yeah, I'm August's all booked up for me.
Oh,
Oh well then. That's
that's it because September we're away.
Of course, yeah.
Yep, it's
big trip.
coming close actually.
It is, yeah.
So I don't know if Paul's aware. We're Alan and I, Buster and I are going to Gibraltar
I
because
heard on one of your streams you were talking about going down there.
Yeah.
I don't quite know why. We're just because it's there, I
just that-
suppose.
Well, the reason why it all started was I wanted to spend this summer with my son because he's getting to that point where he doesn't want to hang about with his dad anymore. So I decided rather than doing a trip in August, which I normally do with Scottish Biker Abroad, I thought I better take the time and spend some time with my son before he decides to be he's too cool to hang about with me. So it had to be September. So, and I thought, I've never been to Gibraltar. It's not a place that I would actively, I'm not actively going to it, but it's not a place that I've ever thought I'll just go to Gibraltar. So I thought, I'll do it for that trip. And originally it was, basically I've said, I'm going. If anybody wants to come, they can come. And then Trictor's said he's coming, and then my two mates were meant to come, but they're not coming anymore. So looks like it's just me and Trictor's gone.
Did I read
That's
you got rid of the border now? It's part of the whatever it's called zone, the Shen thingy.
Schengen zone.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So that's the only reason why we're doing Gibraltar, because it means if I can tick Gibraltar off the list, that means I don't need to go back. I've done it.
Provided we make it in what have we got? 16 days.
16 days.
So we've got 8 days to get there.
Well,
It'll be good.
easy.
Aye. So Paul, let's come to you because you're the
Okay.
new kid on the block. One thing I had meaning to ask you before this. Like, you always take your lovely wife with you on the bike, and she obviously likes that. Had she ever thought about getting a license or anything, or riding herself as
No.
well?
No, she doesn't drive.
All right.
She doesn't. No, she just likes being a passenger. She's a passenger princess.
Pillion princess.
Exactly. I loves it every minute. I'm very fortunate to have a wife that enjoys going out on bike as much as me. I think in the 10 years that I've owned my bike, the Bandit, I think I did a year when I first got it because I was a blood biker. So I had
Mm.
to use it for my shifts. But ever since then, I've either had my wife on the bike, Lisa, or my daughter, Emily.
Yeah.
Well, my daughter, Emily's she's moved away and she works at the hospital, so she doesn't get much time off. So she came out fortnight ago on the Saturday. But I always take my wife with me. We go everywhere together. We've been up to Scotland twice. Been fantastic. Yeah, she loves it as much as me. And
Yeah.
if I say I'm going on the bike, she's there.
Good.
And that's the beauty about it, because if it needs anything, there's no argument, there's no falling out, no nothing. It's just get
Yeah,
it.
of
The
course.
bike needs it.
Yep.
Get it.
Go and
no
do it.
problem. Go and do it. So I'm very fortunate with that.
Yeah, you're also very fortunate is that she doesn't hold you back, because when you're on roads, you know, you don't hold back.
This is what people, when I'm doing the video and I'm trying to get a different angle, they don't realize I'm too up. I'm
Yeah.
too up on all these roads like this, and
Yep.
we've been riding around, and because she's such a great pillion, it's just flows. And
Yep.
a lot of the roads that we ride, we only usually go out Saturday afternoons. Sundays we don't ride because the road around Yorkshire Dales become a racetrack.
Yeah.
You've got
Right.
all the Rothy wannabes, all the gear, no idea. And the amount of times, well, in the early years when we went out, I had to learn. I hope you don't mind, but it's like going back because I came back to biking when I was 50.
Mm.
And it was a license I'd never had. I'd had all the others apart from a coach license. So I got my bike license. And of course, riding's changed since I was a kid. And you go on the road and it's all different and you didn't know what to do. So I needed to train. I did the CBT and all that kind of stuff. Then I went back into getting the big bike through Tim up at the unit. I've known Tim. He grew up with my kids. He's the son of my best friend. And so he set the business up. I went up. So eventually I got my license and I had my little bike, and I went out and I couldn't get these lines right. I didn't know what I was doing. I felt unsafe. So 2-3 bikes in after the first bike, which was the GP Z500. Then I got a Triumph 955 RS within the first 12 months of passing my test. And I was flying around on that. Well, thinking I was flying around, but I wasn't. It then led on to my wife said, look, we'll get a decent, my Triumph was a good bike, but it was a little bit old. I wanted a bike. And Tim said, what's your bike you want? And I've always dreamt of having a Bandit. My dream bike. Most people had said they'd want Ducatis and super bikes. No, I just wanted a Bandit. So I got that, passed my test, and had a bit of I came to the blood biking side of it, and I had to do my advanced riding. To ride the fleet bikes for blood bikes, you have to do your advanced test. So I went and did the IAM, advanced rider, and then I became an instructor for them, a local observer for the IAM, which when you do that kind of riding, you're out with a person or an instructor, and he talks to you like a big brother. Like you've got a big brother on the bike, and he'll explain everything to you, how to do things, where to position yourself, and it just clicked. So I did that test, became an instructor. Then I thought, I need some more training. I was safe. I was 100% safe. I got a first with the IAM, and then I went and did ROSPA, which is the other group. And I did the ROSPA test, got a goal with them. And then it's just now when we're out and about, you feel, because you know what you're doing, you're comfortable, you can see where you're riding. It's all about your observations. And this is what I see with a lot of people. Even now when I ride, and I haven't done any observations for many a year, but I pick it out and you see them all and you're like, you're not looking where you need to be going. You've got your head on your chin, and like this riding down the road, and you go, oh.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then that's where my well, basically skill came from, going out with them guys, plus riding with police officers through the blood bikes and ex-police officers, so you pick a lot of tips up from that.
Yeah.
And then my last, well, he actually gave up riding. He sold his bike. I lost it. Well, he's still my best friend, and I still see him on a weekly basis. But he was my riding buddy. We rode everywhere, and he could ride. He was your classic. You want to show anybody how to do skilled riding? Watch him. He could put that bike wherever he wanted. He had a FJ 1300. We went to France, south of France, down to my sister's when she lived down there. And then he came up to Scotland once with us, because the last time me and Lisa went up on our own and had a great time. But yeah, the confidence just comes from training.
Yeah.
And
There's
putting
not
it into
very many.
practice.
Yeah, there's not very many people do the IAM and then do ROSPA, or vice versa. It's usually
No.
one or other, isn't it?
Yeah, well, because I'd done the IAM and I knew the people in it, and there was the guy from, he was one of the, I'm going to call it a chief examiner, because all the examiners for the IAM and ROSPA are independent. They're not formed in any group. They're like, how do you call it? They get paid. They're independent people. And the IAM say to you, they're all class 1 riders, ex-police, serving police, so they all know what they're doing. Well, you'd think they all know what they're doing. They were forming a ROSPA group near a local group to where I was, and I was going to go and be an observer for them, a teacher for them, as well as the IAM. And of course, I went through that, and to become a teacher for the ROSPA group, you had to have a gold. Yeah, that's the highest standard that you can get with ROSPA.
Right.
And you had to achieve a gold standard to get the teaching qualification with the group that we have. Now, a lot of ROSPA groups and IAM, they don't do that. You'll be surprised how many observers, they're called in the IAM, haven't even, you generally get a pass or a fail with the IAM, or it's bronze, silver and gold with ROSPA. You shouldn't even be going anywhere with the bronze, but everybody with ROSPA tend to get silvers because it's that little bit extra that they don't put into it to get the gold. But these guys are police riders, and they want you riding like the police with the ROSPA bit. But each group around the country have their own standard, and a lot of it's in-house. When they do the only part that isn't in-house is when they send for you to go and do your test, and that's, you go out with an independent examiner.
Are the styles of the two training things very different, or like?
Definitely. People have asked me, I've had to think about this quite a lot. How I would describe the training with the IAM. If you're a tourer and you like riding your bike and touring the country, going for a Sunday ride, local, like more of a gentle ride, but safe, to be safe and to know things like that, do IAM. If you're a bit more, let's say, enthusiastic, then do ROSPA. Because ROSPA like that style of riding, slightly more aggressive. If there's an overtake if there was an overtake in more situations with the IAM, they want you to see you're looking for it. So you come to a vehicle, do I go? No, maybe think about it. No, not bother. Well, if you're doing ROSPA, you go for the view. Is he done? Yeah, go. It's more or less straight on.
That sounds more like my sort of training.
Exactly, that's what I'm thinking, Buster. That'd just suit you down to the ground. It's definitely a little bit more aggressive when you're riding, and that's what puts a lot of people off. The IAM, again, depending on your teachers.
Yeah, because I'd
Oh,
heard that
what
about
they
the
are.
IAM as well.
Yeah.
I'd heard the
Push on.
local ones certainly push you on,
Yeah.
encourage
well-
you to.
There's a sorry, the question here for Joe is, do you get any cheaper insurance for doing that, Paul?
No.
No.
The only company that you used to get cheaper insurance from was Cornell. Now they are very, very expensive insurance people for bikes.
Mm,
So what they give you a discount, you're already paying for in your premium. But
Right.
we deal with Lexcom, which is an insurance broker for the unit. And I was speaking to our rep, and I said to him, I said, how do we go on? Do I get any discounts? He said, no. He said, we don't, because they are not recognized qualifications. They're voluntary. They are a charity. So you things like the DVSA do not recognize the advance. They acknowledge them as in, yeah, we know that you do it, and we know these charities are set up to do it, but they're not a recognized qualification where you can say, like if you went, I think the DVSA do one after you've done your test.
Pass plus.
More,
Being a
Yeah,
pass plus type
passport.
thing.
Yeah.
that's more recognised than what the IAM and ROSPA are in the what do you call it? The general picture of it all. So it's quite, because it's been going for years. You think, oh yeah, you get all these, and you don't, and it's not recognised really.
Yeah. I
So
did
no.
an observed ride, not actually an officially observed ride, but someone who is a instructor guy, and yes, it was useful, but his comment again was, oh, this overtake, you should have gone for that overtake. And to be honest, I'm 60-year-old, I'm past that now. It's even the things that he was saying was just too aggressive for what I was comfortable with doing.
I'm going
This
to
is
scrub a bit of feathers here by saying this, but I think IEM instructors or riders, certain ones of them, they're like BMW riders right now. No, all of them are the same, but they think they're better riders because
Yeah.
they've done it. And I
100%
don't think
Buster
that's
there.
the case, because if you do a course like that, you pick up things that you might be rusty on. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, everybody's brilliant at everything. So you
No.
go to these courses to if you're no good at overtaking, you go to court and you learn how to do that, or how to take corners properly and stuff.
If you're observer, as we call them, when I used to go out, and it's a one-to-one situation with me as the observer and you as the associate, I would go out with you and I would discuss where you need to work on. So
Right.
like you said, I need to work on overtakes, or I need to work on motorway work. Now there are 5 syllables that you have to complete to do the course, and you have to be fairly competent in all 5 of them. And you do find the stereotypical advanced person rides a GF, has all the gear, and it just, I was when the group I was associated with, we used to do what they call, it used to be called Corns Day. Basically, they take a car park at school, they rent a school car park out on a Sunday morning, you set all the corns up and you ride around them at slow speed, which is brilliant practice for everybody to do. Learn to control your bike at slow speed, because that's when you're going to drop it. That's where you're going to make a fool of yourself. Well, you turn up there and you pull into the thing, and you're there with your bare bombing, observer, and you'd look where all the observer bikes are parked, and every one of them is a bleeding GS, apart from when I turned up with my Bandit and slapped it right in the middle of them. And it just showed the associates, because they all come up, we've all done it, and you're all sweating and breathing heavy because you think, oh my God, I'm never going to be able to do this. And then you just go and talk to them and say, you don't need one of them big bikes. because they're very difficult to manoeuvre slowly. So you get on your lighter bikes, you know, they're far easier. You know, and some of these guys that were observers that have been doing it. We used to walk round with the associates round the course, round the corns, fine, keep them settled. And then at the end, we'd have where the observers would do the course. We would do exactly the same as what the associates did. And there was only ever 3 of us that did the course every time. The rest of them wouldn't do it because they couldn't complete it. And they're supposed to be teaching.
The teaching,
They're the instructors, and some of them were more qualified than me. But again, at the end of the day, it's money. It boils down to money. The observers, me, didn't get paid. Don't get paid, don't get no allowance, don't get nothing. We did it all off our own back, our own fuel. We have to tell our insurance companies that we're doing it, and they're very good. They said it doesn't matter as long as you're not breaking any speed limits, which we didn't. So it's further up the chain that the money starts. When you look at the top people in the IAM that get lots of money for it. But it's very surprising because at the end of the day, you work hard for that piece of paper, and then when you look at it and people turn around and say, well, it's not really worth the paper it's printed on officially, but for you, I know I've done it, and I feel I've benefited from it.
Yeah, but that's the main thing. If you feel that you've benefited from it and your skills have improved because of it, then that can only be a good thing.
That was down to my observer. He was an absolutely fantastic observer, and then what married it off for me was when I met my friend Steve. We met as club bikers, and then we just became riding buddies, and we were out every weekend. We went everywhere together on the bikes, and I learned so much from him because he was older, but he knew what he was doing. And that's where people can learn. You don't have to go and pay these courses. Go and find somebody like yourselves. You've all got skills. You can actually pass them on.
Yeah, the skills.
Keep my license. That's what mine is. That's my master. Just keep my license.
Well, the thing is, I mean, Alan Tarkadal here is still a relatively new rider, and that's one of the things that we've been saying to him is go out with other people, because you pick up things, and try not to follow Buster. And if you are following Buster, just try and keep up.
Buster was very reserved when I was following.
Yes, he was. No, I've been with him when he's a bit more enthusiastic, and just say, "On you go."
That's what you have to do when you're riding. I've ridden out with the IAM, and I used to arrange ride outs for the IAM, and I did a couple for ROSPA, where you plan a route and you meet up, and there's a group of you all turn up. And what I used to say to them, I said, the first thing and the only thing that you have to remember is you ride your own ride. You don't try to keep up. As long as you're safe, you stay safe. And you've got to pick that right person. You know, just look at them and see what they're like. You know, you'll be riding around, you might see a group. But always remember to ride your own ride. Don't try and keep up. I mean, I ride with Tim. He's the only person I'll ride with. And he can have his moments, you know. I mean, he can, but he go off down the road and I say, I'll meet you at the next place.
Yeah.
And then you just meet them there.
Yeah, I was following Gary from the Glespin to Muircourt Road. Remember that bit, Gary?
Yeah.
And there was one, and I'm just sticking to his now. I think I've only ridden that road twice, and only once in that direction. And I don't know that Gary knew it all that well either, but we hit one corner where I watched his foot peg scrape, and then did the same thing. And I think the reason for that is because Buster was up ahead, so Gary was trying to keep up with Buster, and I was trying to keep up with Gary. But yeah, it was a bit of a bum twitcher and a slow down moment. Yeah.
But
You remember that, Gary?
Yeah.
A lot of riders, new riders anyway, don't realise that every bike handles
Dylan.
differently. So if you're in like a BMW and there's a Triumph following you, or if Triumph's following you, that BMW could take that corner slightly different what the Triumph could. And same with like if it's a T7 or if it's any other bike. And I've seen that. In fact, I've got a video for you last night. There was sports bikes coming down the road from Hamilton to East Kilbride, and one of the sports bikes was obviously not as powerful as the other ones. Or it might have been a wee bit too powerful for the rider anyway. They've all took the big sweep and bend, and this guy's took it, and then he's veered from the lane 2 into lane 1 onto the slip road. I've got it on video, and I went, that's because his bike's obviously not the same as the rest of them.
Yeah.
It's,
yeah.
You do
I
find
mean,
with a lot.
sorry, Paul, carry on.
I say you do find a lot with the bikers when we go out, especially riding around the Yorkshire Dales, the roads that are around here. They're all sports bikes. The GSX 5000. You get a lot of Ducatis. There's a lot of powerful bikes flying around, and you can guarantee every weekend they will shut off the hose to Ribblehead Road because some bikers put it through the wall. Or he's had a crash because they're in that showing off. They can't just sit back. It's that competition thing, you know. You know that somebody comes past you, let them go, go. But you get the other person who go, oh no, I'm not having that, and they'll be on it, and they'll be overriding themselves, overconfident. And I see it loads of times. That's why I stopped going out on the Sunday. It just became, it just becomes too dangerous. Don't get me wrong. I mean, when I'm out and there's certain roads, I send on.
Yeah, we've seen you do it. I'll tell you something that's really good. What you've actually sussed it is that you've got your chin mount camera.
Yeah.
And
you've got the one.
Yeah, well, all right. Well, the front-facing camera, the point of view camera, and you've got the one facing towards you, and you put that in a little oval that nicely covers over the speedo.
Exactly. Yeah. Because sometimes you might just go over 1 or 2 miles an hour. You know.
Yeah, just a bit.
Just a little bit. And you always get someone going, "Oh, you shouldn't be doing that." Well, if you can't, what you can't see, you can't hurt you.
Yeah, true.
But no, I'm getting too old for it, as Joe's been saying and Jerry's been saying as well. We're getting reactions get slower as you get older.
Yeah,
I don't have that issue yet. Right, what's the next?
I was going to move on. So I wanted to talk to Gary about his. I don't know what other people. Sorry, I've got a fly buzzing about me and it's annoying me.
I thought you were just waving at people.
Just waving. No,
you know that you. I mean,
So Gary and I both use DaVinci to edit videos, and Gary's got this thing that he's doing now. This AI thing. I don't know, but tell us a bit more about that. Get the spray out. I've got one of these electric bats actually. I'll need to get that. So Gary has got this thing where he's kind of automating some of the processes with multicam. So do you want to tell us a wee bit about that, Gary? Because I wasn't making much of it when you were showing us it.
No, I was getting a bit bored having to import all the videos into DaVinci and sort them into cameras and into days if it's a multi-day video. So I started there. I wanted a program that would import them into DaVinci, sort them into days, sort them into cameras, put them in bins. That was what I started today. And then I started reading the data, the metadata for the cameras so that I could get the locations for the GoPro 13s, get GPS. Then I can do the transcribe and I can do IntelliScript for the people that don't use DaVinci. That this is all Chinese. So I've automated all that. So actually, the most handy bit is that if you put all your videos into a folder and you press a button, it will sort them all, import them into DaVinci, into bins per day, per camera.
Cool.
So how much time do you get back? Like, is it saving loads of time?
It's the only advantage. The advantage is that it's already created the timeline with the name of the camera. It's created the bins with the name of the camera. You have to do all that manually, because once you import them, you'll have to sort the bins into what kind of camera it is. That saves that. So I would have said, I don't know, 20 minutes, half an hour.
Can you sync them as well if you've got multi cameras? I know that DaVinci's got an auto sync, but I've never been able to make it work properly.
I'm still working on that.
Right. Okay.
So Kimmy goes asking Gary, is that a special piece of software required? Well, obviously it would be, because
I've built it. So
which was my next question is, can you share it when you fixed it all?
if you want to use it, it's free to download on GitHub.
I'll wait until you've got it sorted. All the tweaks ironed out.
No, but if you want to use that bit where it imports it, that'll work straight out the box.
Right.
And that's already on GitHub. I'll put the link in the chat.
Cool. Because it looked quite good, but I'm not really kind of full fee. I certainly can't program things and things like that. So, and in fact, if you've made something that does it or organizes it, then then I can ask you questions on how to do it. Then that's that's kind of what I want.
So just go back to what you said there, Chuka. So is this something that Filmora can do that DaVinci can't? Is audio sync?
No,
Right,
DaVinci can do it.
DaVinci can do it, but it's. Do you know what? It's actually quicker for me. You know how I do my 1, 2, 3 clap?
Yeah.
And that works perfectly for me. And it's actually quicker for me to sync up three cameras using that than it is to do the auto sync on DaVinci.
Well,
you need to do that because you want to pull it into multicam then after that.
Well, the way I do it now, I don't have an issue with it. I can sync up because I've got the mic connected to the 360.
Yes.
And the mic connected to the Action 5, sorry. Yeah, it's just as long as the audio sync it first before a multicam it. It will only do it when you click the multicam.
That's what DaVinci can do. DaVinci can do that as well. You just have to have audio on all your cameras to get it to work properly.
Yeah, and that's why Buster's got a row of microphones across the front of his helmet.
more money than sense.
Joe says he uses his horn. Yeah, we know how well that.
Yeah, we know how that works.
So
especially if you've got 5 or 6 people behind you tooting their horn just to annoy you.
We're just returning when Joe gives a toot. We just like to give him a toot back, you know.
Yeah, a toot.
Right, so what's next on the agenda then?
All right, hang on.
Get your specs on, Gene.
Get my specs on because I can't read otherwise. Oh, quickly, Paul. You had a Hero 8 the last video I watched.
Yeah, I've donated that as well.
You've donated that as well?
Yeah, that was to Tim's mum.
All right.
I will look. It's been in my case, and I thought I'll just get it out, see what it's like, see if it still works. And it did. And then I thought I don't need it. I've got 2 DJI 4s that I use that are fantastic when I want. I can use the remote that I got the idea from you. Press the button, they both come on at the same time. Happy days. So I donated that to Tim's mum. She's going to start her own channel up.
Cool. I was just wondering because what I'd done is I've got quite a big telly, and when you were using the Hero, I thought I'm going to put that on the telly, and it definitely wasn't as good as a DJI quality wise. It was well behind, but then it is an 8,
Yeah.
so it is
Yeah.
getting quite old. Cool. Okay. So, where was I? It was Gary. Alan's back from holiday. I suppose the big topic really is Superbike Factory. Has anybody bought anything from Superbike Factory?
Well,
when you were
I
still
can tell you
going?
some stories about Superbike Factory if you want.
Well, you
You
can, but I mean, probably the reason they went bust is because people kept selling them knackered old Africa Twins.
I don't know who that was. What was that? So I've got a few stories about Superbike Factory. So they claim that they service the bikes, and they don't service them.
No.
The garage that I'm sponsored by, he's had a few of them in, and basically what he said is the guys would come in, and the Superbike Factory would just phone them and say, just service that bike, we'll pay you for it.
Right.
Any warranty, something goes wrong with the bike, same again. Superbike Factory would just phone whatever garage that the customer used and say that you fix it and we'll pay it.
Right.
Other one was there's one of his customers had sold his bike to Superbike Factory, and that was a year ago, and it's still in his garage.
They've not picked it up.
They've not picked it up.
Is
It's still in his garage.
it still registered to him?
It's not registered to him. It's not been picked
Oh, well.
up.
He's won a watch then. So
And that's-
that'll be
That's why they never got really big. They're not as big in Scotland as they are in England, because the issues with Scotland is they could never get drivers up here to pick up the bikes or drop bikes off. Or the two boys, they bought their Tenerifes for Superbike Factory, and the only way they got them is because they went down and picked them up.
right.
Stephen, our other brother, he was going to buy an NC 750X from Superbike Factory. He was told it was getting dropped off on the Thursday. It never appeared. Said it was going to be the Friday, never appeared. And then they phoned him up and said it's going to be another 2 weeks before it gets delivered.
Right.
So they ended up just cancelling the bike, just telling them to stick it.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, I would do the same, I think.
But
'Cause
what?
there's not a shortage of bikes on sale after all.
I don't know what's going to happen with the bikes right enough. It will obviously just get sold off. But I heard some really bad rumours that the fact that the CEO was laughing when they had to basically tell the guys to get him.
Mm.
Uh,
I just feel sorry for the folk that have bought and
Aye.
paid for the bikes. That's the ones I feel sorry for, and the guys that work there, obviously.
yeah. And there's bikes sticking. One of the videos that I seen, there was people turning up to I think one of the biggest one. I think it was it Darlington Factory, the Darlington one. I think there's bikes in there that people were getting serviced, getting MOTs. I just buying. They bought the bike and they were meant to pick it up that day. They've turned up to pick their bike up and the gates are shut.
That's bad news. Bad
that is.
news. Oh well. Well, we're kind of getting towards the end. This is going to be for everybody. Okay, so we all do motovlogging, and we all started off as and probably still do. I certainly still do. Is doing the kind of go for a chat, like go for a ride, go for a chat, maybe take you somewhere interesting. Now, there's 5 of us here that have all done that. And I know some of us have started to branch out a little bit. So what do you guys see as the future of your channels? And what direction do you think you want to take? Are you going to stay as you are because that's what you're happy doing? Or do you want to try and do something else? I'm going to hit that to Buster first because I know he's got ideas. I'll maybe go next because I've got what I think I'm going to do. And then we'll run round everybody else. So does that all make sense? Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yep.
So
Okay.
I'll go first. Since
You go first.
So I got the idea, believe it or not, for Lee Baileytron. We're just at the ABR, just chatting away, and he does motovlogging, camping sort of thing.
I mean, I was just talking to him about obviously the way I do my camping and stuff when I'm on the motorbike, and I'm going to start doing a kind of more a survival, lightweight packing stuff that you can do on the bike, rather than taking a full camp system where you tent. You can do it with a poncho, and it's actually no here, but I've got an Arctic sleeping bag that's got a bivvy, that sort of thing, in the wilderness, setting up bivvies and stuff like that, and bashers and stuff, just as if something you can take with you if you ever get caught short. You know what I mean? Your bike might break down the middle of nowhere and no signal. Do you know what I mean?
So
That
you
sort
as
of
light
thing
as
I kinda
possible,
see.
can I?
Aye, just
Yeah.
have it have
Well,
it
I mean,
with you in case. Do you know what I mean? But it's very lightweight.
Belatron's got all the stuff, so
He's
he almost glamps. He's got so much gear with him, and it's good to see. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. Buster's going more kind of Ray Mears, I think.
Aye. going off grid, because the
Aye.
stuff that I like to do, I'm going to start doing a lot more of what my last video was, even though it was a bit. The title was a bit. That was that vidIQ, which I've stopped using because I put that title up and I thought,
All right.
that's clickbait. That I've not changed
What?
it yet.
Did you just use the Neo, or have you bought the Neo 2 now for the drone to follow you?
I just used the Neo.
Just the Neo, that worked all
Aye,
right.
'cause
Yeah.
I wanted to use the Neo to see if I could get the footage that I want for that first before I commit to buying a Neo 2.
Mm.
And that was it's quite a good camera on that Neo.
Aye, oh no, it was quite effective.
So, I want to try and do more stuff like that. Go up the hills like that, and then camp up there.
And the thing is, as well, that in one of your videos, you had done your whole camping solution in a 118-litre bag, was it?
Yeah, 118-litre
So-
bag.
So that's not difficult to carry about with you.
No, and I want to make it even simpler. I want to
Aye.
show people that you can make it. There's stuff out there that you can buy that I don't want to give it away too much, but 2 seconds. This isn't it, but this is the size of it. This is it's going to be a sleep system, not your food or not your, but just what you sleep in can fit into a bag that size.
Right.
So that video's coming up soon, and it's not that big, it's not that heavy,
Yeah.
and it's something you can sleep
And
in
know
if
that-
you really get stuck.
No, that warm either.
No, it's warm.
Is
no,
it?
it's not. It's warm, and I'll show the reason why it's warm
All right. Okay.
when it comes when the video comes out.
Cool.
Or
'Cause
when
if
I
you've
do the
got-
video, actually, should I say?
If you've got your bouncing bomb, you'll not get that in an 18-litre bag, that's for sure.
Oh no, fucking my proper Arctic sleeping bag.
Aye.
You can't get that. But this system that I've found, and I'm waiting for it to arrive so I can do the video. Comes not that far away from Vagarius. No,
Oh well, so that's your plan for the future
that's
for your
that's
channel.
my do more kind of survival camping kind of stuff.
Cool. For me, I'm gonna go. I've my subs have shot up, and most of the subs that I've got have come from the States, and so I like the history side of things. And I'm pals with a guy called Bruce Fumi, who does a channel called Scotland History Tours, and he's really up on history. So he's done an awful lot of the research of the stuff that I would want to go and see. So I'm going to go for that, I think, because I've kind of lost my mojo a little bit on the just going and riding and talking. I like to do that now and again, and I still will do that now and again, but I think I'll incorporate with a video to something historic, because what I want to show to people is that in Scotland, you don't just need to go to the usual suspects, Edinburgh and bloody Loch Ness and all the rest of it. You pick any random old town in Scotland and there's a good lot of history to see there. Dumfries is obviously the starter for me. So that's the kind of direction that I'm going to go. Carry on with the chat, but probably incorporate a visit into something with a wee bit of story, a wee bit of history about it as well.
Sounds a good idea.
Gary, what are you going for?
Uh,
You're slightly different because, of course, you're over in Holland, so you're kind of different to what we're doing already.
yeah. Nah, I was going to do a big trip this year, but I've decided work commitments and that kind of stuff. I'm not going to be able to do a big trip, so I'm going to do. I've got loads of holidays. You know that already. I've told you a few times.
Aye, we know you get loads of holidays. Don't need to keep rubbing it in.
So I've got to use them up anyway. So I'm going to do a lot of weekends. So I'm going to take Fridays or Mondays off. And what I thought about the last couple of times is, Holland is actually a land where people don't know that much about. If you ask people, they know Germany, they've heard of Belgium, they've heard of Luxembourg. They don't actually know that much about Holland.
I do. Windmills and clogs.
Yeah, and tulips.
Tulips as well.
And it'll be a bit the same as what you're talking about, but it'll be about the war. The war's really big here, so there's a lot of stuff to do with the war here. So I would like to do the Atlantic Wall, and that kind of thing, and more also a bit of history stuff, and not just chatting on the camera. So that's the idea.
Cool. And Paul, you do well. I've seen a couple of videos where you've been to like landmark kind of places as well, and you have a chat about the bikes and the problems that you've had in your unit as well, which is quite cool because you talk about things that have gone wrong with various types of bikes. Is that what you're going to carry on doing?
Yeah, much. It's very difficult I'm basically going to keep it the way it's going, because if it's not broke, don't fix it.
Yeah.
And it works for what I like, because basically I just like the videos for myself to watch them and memories. People will enjoy them. So I'm going to be doing much more of the same. I can't record videos at the unit because Tim does that anyway with his own channel.
Yeah.
And the customers' bikes. So more or less what I'm doing now, it just seems to work.
Yeah, it's good because you've got the stories of the things that have gone wrong with the bikes and what you've done to fix them as well. Alan, Darkadal, sorry.
Yeah, time is not my friend at the minute, so I'm just sticking where I am. I'm trying to do some more
got a
short
massive
ones.
big promotion and a massive big pay rise.
Well, I'm not denying that, but the biking part's more fun. The work sucks. I'm trying to do more shorts. I think at the minute, I'm still going out on the bike. I'm just not actually taking the DJIs and stuff much. So just kind of stopping with the phone every now and again. I did do some recording.
I just seen a short of yours just before we came on, actually.
Yeah, I was down at Browell.
Yeah.
Just
don't drink the water.
Don't drink the water, exactly.
Cool.
So yeah, not much change for me.
Not much change. So new equipment, Alan. Buster.
I see, you're confusing yourself.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm doing that. I keep forgetting that. Buster, new equipment, mate.
Oh, new equipment.
Only got 5 minutes.
Started.
You've only got 5 minutes, so.
Hey, it's my fucking live. I'll decide how long I've got. So before the EBR, and I actually admitted this to Gary the other night, I was thinking we'd change my cameras anyway, and I just went DJI, and I purposely got the cameras before the EBR. Just so I could go like Gary, look what I've got. So I have got an Action 5 for my point of view camera. Me and Ron had quite a lot of discussions about the cameras before I bought them. I went for the 5 because you can put 2 mics into the 5. So I can still do my recording the chat when I'm out with people, and then obviously my own voice. Then I got a 360. I got a really good deal on a 360. Thank you very much, Todge. I
Aye, so then I got the 360 as well. So one of the things I was looking for was a mic 2, and thank you very much, Paul. I got a mic 2 from Paul because that's what I wanted to use the mic 2 to record the chat. Then I happened to get a message from Haggis Whisperer, or it's now Albo on Wheels, and he was getting rid of his Action 4, and it came with a mic 2 and 3 brand new batteries. So I'm all DJI'd. That's me all DJI now.
Cool.
And it's yeah, it's all good, and I'm finding it brilliant. I think the 360 is amazing, and I'm finding it really easy to edit. Cause I went for the Insta360 to DJI. I think it's pretty easy.
Yeah.
So
Did you say you had the drones as well?
I've got a second hand
Neo.
Neo, which I used properly for the first time on that video.
looks
So I
good.
think I'm going to upgrade to the Neo 2, I think, for doing some follow shots and stuff.
Although the follow shots worked well in that last one.
Yeah, it struggled. It did
Yeah.
struggle to keep up with me, and I was only going like 15 mile an hour.
Yeah.
So
Aye. But I think to be honest, the Neo 2 is not going to be that much better. I think it's more stable because it's got the gyro, the two axis gyro
Yep.
for the camera. It'll be more stable. I've bought myself this Pocket 3. I've got new
You boys
toys as
just-
well.
Spend the old cash there.
Absolutely. You'd think we've got a promotion, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
I got this because I'm thinking of doing the what you call it, the more history stuff. So it'll be walkie-talkie stuff as well. And I got a tremendous deal on that as well because Pocket 4's come out. So I had some vouchers with DJI, so I got that for 220 quid. So that's my new toy.
before we move on to somebody else, are you going to get the new 360?
No, I'm not going to get the new 360.
They've just
Quite
announced
happy
the new
with-
one.
I'm quite happy with the 360. I don't use the 360 as much as I probably should because I just find the editing a bit of it's just a time consuming. Although I'm retired, I don't know where time goes. I'm really, really busy. So I find the 360 is really time consuming. So that's why I've got 3 Action 4s. So I can have 3 points of view, nice and easy to pull into multicam and just chop and change. I have the 360 running, but it's only if something really good has happened at one side or the other side that I'll use the 360 footage. So a nice view at one side or something like that.
I use my 360 slightly different. I use that mainly for the point of me camera,
Yep.
and then use it to move about. But I found, I don't know what it is, I just found it really easy to use. I don't know what it is. I can pretty much edit it pretty quick. So
Are you using the app still?
I use the app, I don't use my computer.
All right.
Because when I'm sitting, this is where it becomes a benefit. When I'm sitting in meetings, that I've sat in a meeting I sat in a meeting for 5 hours the other day. And 10
Jesus.
minutes it was just my part. So I did my bit and I'm sitting in the meeting editing my video.
That's a kind of job that
Lucky
you
this
want.
isn't on the internet.
I'm just sitting there editing it, and I've done my bit. It's like 10 minutes. Aye, that's where that's gone, and that's where the pipe one is. Right, cool. So that's pretty cool. Aye.
Tarkadal used to be able to do that in his old job.
Yeah, at home.
Yes.
I skive a lot. I mean, work from home quite a bit.
Yeah. Are you in tomorrow, Tarkadal, that I could drop that thing off, or is somebody in just that I can drop it off? Because it's getting in my way now.
Yeah, somebody will be in it. Yeah, I'm
Somebody
out
will be in.
the
If I
morning and
just
back
drop
in the
it off,
afternoon.
if your missus is in or something, I can just drop it off. It's just because I'm frightened that I just end up throwing it away because it's in a bin bag to protect it.
Yeah, no worries.
Cool, I'll do that tomorrow probably then.
Right, what time you on? That's 8
That's
o'clock.
time, I think, mate.
Time, gentlemen, please. So let's go round again. In fact, what we'll do is we'll see who all come in. We'll say
Thank you
for
to
showing up.
everybody that came in.
Yep, Todd's 29's in. Thanks, Nige. Kim to go, Joe. Thanks very much. Who else?
There was
Leeson Fire
Jet.
Fear. Don't know who that is.
don't know who that is. They've got Jerry Flat Cat Cafe Racer was in.
Yep. Calvin Honda Rider. He was in.
Oh, Dylan. Yep,
I think that's it.
that's about it.
Wasn't that busy then, was it?
No,
People
no,
are still enjoying themselves, I think, because of the weather.
it's a good weather. That's what's doing it.
Right.
So yeah,
So, thank you very much, gentlemen, for joining me. And as always, thank you very much, Jukta, for doing
Cheers.
questions. Thanks very much for the mic, Paul, again.
You're welcome.
Right, we'll see you bye-bye then. And thanks for joining us. And we'll see you.
oh,
What's that?
question for Buster before you go.
Right, go for it.
Joe's just put on the chat. Question for Buster.
Oh,
I'm guessing he's typing at the
Fast
moment.
Biker Gus is in as well. Do you put comments on the community to say when the next live is?
You on your community bit on your YouTube.
No, I don't. No.
No, you did a post. Was it yesterday, Alan? Buster.
Aye.
And normally I would do a wee short as well, but I have time's run away with me this week. So
That's what it
But
is.
that's
No,
a
I
commu-
should.
community's the way to go, isn't it?
Nah, I should have maybe put one on the community. I think I did it last month.
Aye.
But I think I just forgot this month. It was.
Fast track
All
raced Micro Gus there too.
Aye.
I seen him just as well, just about to sign off. That's that was
So
Gus that we met at the. He actually stays not that far away from me, and we met him at the ABR 2 tents down.
All right.
ABR, it's funny. Right, we'll call it a day there then. Thanks very much, gentlemen, for joining us.
You're welcome.
And
You're welcome.
well,
you.
no doubt we'll get you back on it. Well, we'll be back next month, but Paul, we'll get you back on again and
Yeah, no problem. Anytime.
we'll
Enjoyed
give you a
it.
wee shout. All righty.
Yeah.
Right. Cheers,
Right.
guys.
Enjoy your weekend, and I'll speak to you
Right,
soon.
Bye,
Okay.
everyone.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.